Good morning. My name is Thomas Britton. I'm the HMIS database manager for TX-601's Continuum of Care. Today I'm going to spend a few moments to show you how to pull a HUD CSV file from your program's data within ETO. Now, it will probably pay to talk about what a HUD CSV file is very quickly. If you were to Google HMIS data dictionary, there's this lovely document that's many pages long where HUD actually instructs software vendors on how to store data in an HMIS. These instructions are very, very specific, and they have I say one purpose, they have many purposes, but the idea is that if we can standardize the data across programs, then we can run system-level analysis much easier. So what does that mean for us? Whenever you pull your data out of ETO, it will be in this standard format that we kind of, in a slang fashion, refer to as a CSV. But when we say a HUD CSV, let me be specific about what we're talking about. A HUD CSV is a zipped file that contains your program's data in a particular fashion. So here we have SOS, that's Catholic Charities Outreach. We have their zipped file, their HUD CSV. And if you were to open that CSV, there are going to be these, they look like Excel files, but they're actually something called a CSV, which is a comma-separated value file. And if we were to open those, it's just data separated by a comma. So this is what we're after. We're after these data in this format so that we can upload it to different funding sources. The first thing we need to do is select the site that contains the program with the data that we're interested in. So today we're going to look at the Tarrant County Emergency Shelter site. And we're going to switch to the Presbyterian Night Shelter program. Now here, we've selected the program that we're interested in, and at this point we want to pull all the data for a particular year in the HUD CSV format. To do that, we will come over here to Reports, and under Reports there should be the option Manage HMIS Data Pools. If there's not an option for you to manage the HMIS data pools, if this option isn't available to you, it does not mean that you're not allowed to pull data or it's broken. It's probably something that the Tarrant County Homeless Coalition HMIS team needs to turn on the back end. So if you don't see that there and you feel you need it, just simply put in a help desk request with us and we will get it turned on for you as quickly as possible. So we're going to go ahead and select the Manage HMIS Data Pools. Now, we want to create a data pool. Okay, don't let all the options here overwhelm you. I'm going to try to go through them very quickly, but honestly, you're going to be pressing the same buttons each time you do a data pool. So for the HUD version, right now we're using 3.04. For the scope, you're going to select this program. By selecting this program, ETO knows whatever program you are logged into that will only be pulling data for that program. Now, we want to enter the date range that we're interested in. So for this example, we're going to say October 1st, 2014 through September 30th, 2015. And at this point, ETO has all the information it needs to go in and collect all the data for your program to put it in a HUD CSV file. So we're going to click Submit, and this is the fun part. You get to go away and have a cup of coffee or go have lunch or whatever it is you need to do. The system has queued the request to pull your data. It is now just started working on it. When it switches to please wait processing, that means it has begun your data pull. Now there's an important note here. We have approximately 120 programs throughout our system, 218 users. only one HMIS data pull can be done in the continuum at any given time. So what happens is, if you put your request in, the people that, the 10 people that put requests in before you, it has to finish with each one of those before it will even begin your request. So it's a first in, first out kind of system. All right, so what happens now? So the data pool, depending upon the range that you have put in, and how many programs you want the data for, it can take anywhere from 5 minutes to 48 hours. To give you an idea of time frame, for one program, it will probably take about 15 minutes to pull a full year's worth of data. For the entire continuum, it often takes 48 hours, and I know because I do that each month. All right. But let's go ahead and scroll down here, and we can see what it looks like when a data pool has been completed. You're going to get a little check here that says the data pool is ready for use. And at this point, we can actually click on download. And what that will do is it should prompt you with this little window. And shortly after that, it's going to say, do you want to open or save this archive file? For this example, we're going to say save, and we're actually going to click on the arrow next to save. We're going to select save as. And here we want to be very descriptive about what we name this file. So we'll leave the .zip in, but everything before that, let's give it a very descriptive name. So we have pulled this data for the Presbyterian Night Shelter, so I'm going to say PNS for, and I believe we use October 1st, 2014 to September 30th, 2015. As we move these data around, this is going to let us know what's contained in these files. If you don't give it a descriptive name and you start juggling 4 or 5 CSV files, it's very easy to get them confused. You upload the wrong data and it's just madness ensues. So we're going to save this to the desktop, and then we're going to say open that folder. It's going to open our desktop folder, and much like we had a zipped file for SOS earlier, we now have a zip file for the PNS. We can double click on that file, and we can look at the contents of the zip file. As you can see, it's all the HUD standard CSV files. If we want to extract these and take a look at them, we can do so by coming to extract all, and then it's going to ask that we select a location to extract them so that we can open them up. However, for most funding sources, what they really want to see uploaded is that zip file. So so this PNS for the date range that we selected, they want to see this whole zip file uploaded. Okay, I think that really covers, however, 5-minute overview of how to do HMIS data pools. One additional piece that we will probably add later on is how to pull data for multiple programs or for a site. Unfortunately, I don't have time to go over that today. If there are any questions, please open a help desk request and mark it at an appropriate priority level, and we'll get to it as quickly as we can. Thank you all for your time. Have a good day.